Been like a lot of, just a lot, man. This one I didn't even really know how to even frame, but Black Americans should receive $333,000 each in a creative slavery reparations scheme. Scheme? What you mean scheme, fam? Like how you gonna pour water on the fire, fam? We'll be right back on the QP podcast. Cash app, selling chime. Hope you got yours, cause I got mine. I'm talking Payoneer, net spin, Venmo stash. Too many ways for you to run my cash. Cut the check, reparation, 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 cut the check. Yeah, well, if you talking compensation, it's about that time. You get all yiggity, and I'm back. So this meet Jamal Bowman. Jamal with the two A's too. Sounds kind of Bibian to me. Right off the top. He already from the East Coast. I done already did the little background checks. They ain't saying nothing about his parents or nothing like that. He just grew up in New York, so they say. But dig this here though. Like, he talking about all the good stuff, but why you have to put scheme in it though, bro? Right? Says lawmakers are hoping to pass a bill that could see millions of Black people in the United States receive reparations. Okay, good. This is a bill that could see Black Americans receive 14 trillion. Slavery reparations scheme is being backed by the New York squad lawmaker. What you mean scheme, fam? Why is that even in the lexicon? Why? Jamal Bowman. Matter of fact, let me put his face up there so y'all can see him, and I'm gonna let y'all hear him talk too, because they always get the mush mouth, marble mouth dudes to speak. But it goes on to say he's a part of some quote unquote squad too. He's advocated for a bill introduced in the House that seeks recognition from the federal government of lasting harm of Black Americans endured during to slavery, the hopes that to create a $14 trillion reparations program, according to the news. The bill is currently titled HR 414. They still on the foes, I see. Co-signing the bill, the United States has a moral and legal obligation to provide reparations for the enslavement of Africans and its lasting harm on the lives of millions of Black people in the United States. Now, I'm gonna stop right there because the choices of the languages is and all that. You see what I'm saying? Like they're coming out the box specifically with the slavery, but then want to pivot to the Black Americans, which we all know could include the Bibians, in which cuz is he's clearly bib. Matter of fact, let me show you. Listen to him.
He is indicted for that particular crime. That's it. That's how the justice system is supposed to work. Doesn't always work that way when you're rich and male and white. And it never works or rarely works for poor people, especially poor people of color.
Poor people of color. You hear that? You see? Right away. Y'all think I'm lying, huh? I done did the research on them. Hold on. I'm going to show you my tabs. Exhibit A. Jabbar Bowman's wife, Melissa Oppenheimer. Oppenheimer? I ain't never known with Oppenheimer as a last name. I just ain't never known it. She looks like she got that Rihanna Bibian, and he looks like a Ghana Bibian or something, like a Ghana Bibian that moved to the UK, but he was born here. I like, okay. But he looked like his parents, like his dad is Ghanaian. I don't know. This just called, I don't know. That's what he looked like to me.
If y'all think something different, let me know. All y'all up in here deep. Y'all can say what up, but as I continue, you see what I'm saying? It says the bill states that a large number would eliminate the racial gap that currently exists between black and white American citizens. A rough estimate found that reparations could amount to around $333,000 per person based on the 2020 census. That said, 41.1 million people identified as black or African American alone populations accounted for to 12.4% of the population. Listen, man, that chaps my hide right there. It ain't enough Negroes in jail for us to still be having 12.24%, dude. Like, that number is so tired. So now we ain't even 13% of the population is now what you're trying to say. We done lost a few ticks. Get out of here. How many black women do you know with 2 or more children? How many? I know some with 5. Man, listen, it's kids all over this joint. Every black person I know got at least 3. Come on, man. Like, come on, dude. Like the 12%, that one boggles me. Anyway, it goes on to say, while 14 trillion sounds like a lot of money, no, it's not a lot of money. It's always a lot of money when it comes to us, though. Mr. Bowen said that there are creative ways to go around every citizen entitled to reparations to get what they're owed. Who says that the 14 trillion needs to be paid out in one shot, he says. It said it might be possible for it to be paid out over 5, 10, or 20 years. You could take that $333,000 and break it up into monthly checks over X amount of time. There are creative ways to do things that need to be done. Where you come from, fam? First of all, the numbers are about $500,000-$600,000. Like, stop trying to you're trying to short it, fam. And see, they send these dudes out here. That's why I still got that picture up there for you. Hold on, let me blow it up a little bit so you can see that smile. So you can know there's definitely Bibian in the air. There's Bibian in the air. Look at that, buddy. Look at that forehead, fam. That's all Bibian. I'm telling you. Anyway, it goes on to say, and then says, for Mr. Bauman, discussing around reparations should also include aspects of American society such as housing, mass incarceration. Oh, you know all black people goes to jail now. Man, dudes ain't been going to jail for a while, man. Everybody been handling their business and doing what they. I don't know people go to jail. Maybe it's happening. I'm not in that circle. I don't know. It says higher education, wealth inequities. It says, I think people incarcerated should be able to vote. Okay. They always got to say something about the incarceration, though. Like, yeah, that's an aspect, but that's like way on the bottom of the list. It's always the insinuation that black people are inherently criminal. And guess what? You are. Remember I told y'all the other day that the skin you in is the jersey that criminalize you. That's the reason why they could knock on your door, police, and then blam, 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 blam. Gun pointed down, wasn't pointed at the blam, 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 blam. You're black. That's it. And sadly, he talking like that too. He's confirming it. He knows. He says, and I definitely think that when they come out, they should automatically be enfranchised. The bill also hopes to that the federal government could provide monetary incentives to school districts that adopt curriculum of history of people of African descent. See, it's the words that matter, fam. It says free college tuition to students attending historical black colleges and funding to support black-led news programs, radio, television, among other items. Okay, That's pretty smart. Yeah. If they're really black, ran and run like us. Says the Democrats in this co-sponsored bill. Oh, the Democrats is co-sponsoring it? Gotta be the Flim Flam, which is the first to introduce the 2023. Currently has 14 co-sponsors in total. However, not every lawmaker is so convinced about the bill, claiming that it would be unfair to taxpayers to pay reparations for slavery that ended generations ago. This is the Democrats saying that? Congress laws strongly opposes were forced today's American taxpayers to pay reparations for slavery that ended 160 years ago, nearly 200 years ago, New York State said. New York lawmaker Mike Lawyer's campaign spokesman Chris Russell, according to the. Okay, so you a biatch, fam. You got to talk through your spokesman to say it. You're a B. It says, aside from the $14 trillion price tag requiring massive tax or debt increases, the Congress believes that such a law would only lead to a greater racial divide and resentment at a time that we need to come together as a nation. Man, if you don't, what further racial divide is there? Oh, y'all, you know what that is? That's their little passive aggressive way of saying, we ain't going to be able to control what the white people's do to y'all if we give y'all some money. We ain't never scared. We ain't never scared. What y'all doing now? What are you doing now? Is it any divided more than it is right now? No. They always come in with the excuses. It says, however, Mr. Bolden has argued that the federal government does have the means to provide the funds. Since the start of the COVID pandemic, the government has provided $4.6 trillion to help the country, according to the U.S. Government Accountability Office. And he says, and I quote, when COVID was destroying us, we invested in American people, and that was the way we kept the economy afloat, said Mr. Bolden to the outlet. The government can invest the same way in reparations without raising taxes on anyone. It's got a point. See, I hate when they be saying the points. They gonna hit you with the, you got a point now. They gonna hit you with them. But you got to look on the, first of all, fam, you got me when you called it anywhere near a scheme. You're talking all the right stuff. You're doing all the right things. But you said scheme to make them folks feel comfortable. That's what you did. Hey, let's look at this objective too, y'all. Let's look at this objective. Is that, do we care about the semantics? Come on, y'all up in here, talk to me. Do y'all care about the semantics of what it's called as long as it's saying and addressing the right thing? Because I had to bring it back a little bit and think about that. I'm going to ask y'all, do you care what the exact verbiage is? Like, because let me go back to the article. I want y'all to see what I'm talking about for those who probably just popped in late. He called it a creative slavery reparations scheme. Slavery reparations scheme. I don't like it. But then the more that I'm reading and the things that it's saying, I'm already leery on the specificity of who it's going to, because if they're not following the footprint of California with lineage based, because I hear a lot of Black Americans, I hear a lot of African Americans, and we already know technically Elon Musk is an African American. He's from Africa that lives in America. Technically, Elon Musk is an African American. So I say to you guys, does it matter or does not matter? I'm saying, if I had to pick one, I'm almost now saying, damn what it's called. You know what I'm saying? As long as it's specific and it does what it's supposed to do. But I think they trying to Jimmy wiggle everybody else in to get them a $333,000 check. Anyway, it goes on to say, hold on, excuse me, real quick. It says Mr. Bauman is also one of the 196 correspondings of this bill, which seeks to set up a commission to study. Oh my God. See, you gotta wait till you get all the way down to the last paragraph for that, huh? All the way down. It was sounding good, specific, right to the point. Why do we need yet another commission to study? Because we already know on the commission, there's going to be one LGBT black person and all tethers, and an Asian dude in the corner, and a white lady behind him. You see what the problem is? Y'all got a number already. Why ain't we talking about how to effectively identify who is a direct descendant of slavery and get them folks paid, man? Seeks to set up a commission to study and consider a national apology. Mr. Bowman, we don't want that. That's why I know you Bibian, fam. That's why I know. Look at that's why his hair cut. Because he don't want nobody to see that hairline, fam. You tripping, B. Nobody asked for these apology. And let me get this straight. Is the apology supposed to be like, well, y'all said y'all did something wrong, now pay up? I don't even care if you don't admit to it. You so good at articulating what has happened. Pay up now. Jeez Louise. Anyway, it says, last but not least, Democrat George Littmeyer, like many others, support this bill, but believe HR 414 is a political statement and one House bill with no chance of passage. Well, that just takes the win out of all those sales for you, Mr. Bauman. Would it perhaps be because you didn't take it serious from the beginning, talking about a scheme, fam? What did you do there? He called it a scheme. Did you ruin it from the beginning? I don't know. Y'all let me know what you think about that. You know I'm coming to give y'all all the reparation news whenever it pops up. You know they stay scheming, putting Bibian after Bibian in your way, standing in the way of what's really going on. They come out talking a good game, swinging. He was swinging. Yeah, 300 down. It ain't got to happen at all at one time now. We can just break it up over some years now, but we get the checks cut. Then when you get to the bottom, it's like, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a commission to study the commission. And when they get done from studying, we're going to debate about it. And the winner of the debate is going to take the other person out for ice cream. And then when they talk over ice cream, we going to have a beer. And when we get done with the beer, we going to have a vote amongst ourselves. Man, get out of here with all of that extraness. Now, I'd like to see, this is what I'd like to see. How did he vote on that? Was he around when the Asians got their crime bill? How's he voting towards all of this Ukraine money? How you voting there, fam? How you doing that? You doing that? Is there any commissions and study? Did you stand up and say, no, I won't have this. We should not give Ukraine any money. We ain't had no commission yet, y'all. You ain't say that. Did you stop the whole works up and say we need to, we can't be getting the money away without studying now? I ain't trying to hear it. I ain't gonna hold you, but I'm emoji, fold you, and scold you about being on code. You know, I got 4 words for you. Y'all need to hit that like button because that helps us in the algorithm. I see all y'all looking. I should have at least 30 likes on this joint before the video's done. It should be 30 because I see about 40 of y'all in here in and out. Anyway, hit the like, subscribe, tell somebody, put a comment in the joint. You know, the algorithm like comments too. Be like, boo, F you, your mama, Y'all stank. I hate Keep It P podcast. Any of that. Because I'm clapping back too. I answer them all. Other than that, we'll be right back with some more reparations news. Love, peace, blessings, and aloha. I'm out the Doha for Shoha. You all